Hey guys, it's me, Mr. 250, and welcome back to Virtue's Last Reward. So this is the part we're coming back to, is right about here. This is the AB game right after the laboratory escape, which we had with Dio and Clover, I believe. And we were told, hey, if you don't choose ally, I'm going to break this Axlevier. Yeah, I don't care how it's said. And then we allied, and then we basically died, or we were going to die, so to speak. And we had 5 minutes of life, we got locked. Well, we can't really go anywhere with that, obviously, so we're going to go back here and choose to betray. Now, I feel like that's going to have bad repercussions for Quark, but we won't die. Because Dio betrayed us and left us with, I think, -1 points.
What are you gonna do?
Ah, crap, I put on the English dialogue. Hold on.
What are you gonna do?
I definitely chose Japanese dialogue that time. I know I did. Whoa, what was that? Whoa. Why was the first dialogue choice in English? And then it went back to Japanese. What was that? That wasn't video editing there. This was uncut video. What the heck? Huh? Before I realized what was going on, Clover ducked past me and ran towards the voting machine. No! Stop! I snatched her by the arm and hauled her backwards with all my strength. I gave her my best reassuring nod and turned to face the polling machine.
3, 2, 1.
And we're gonna save our butt this time and go with betray. Clover and I walked slowly out of the AB room. Dio glanced over at us as he exited his own room. I looked away before he could make eye contact.
Sigma, あれだけ言ってたのに、どうして？別に責めてるわけじゃないの。決断は正しかったと思う。
Sorry.
別に謝ることないって。私がシグマの立場だったとしても裏切りを選ぶと思うし。とにかく別の方法を探そう。
Will we really? I'm not sure about that.
ついて薬を奪うの。二人で協力すればきっとなんとかなると思う。
That's really what we should do. That's our only chance of keeping this thing safe.
あとそれからアリスにも手を貸してもらって。
Did you tell her?
大丈夫だよ。アリスは信用できるし、ディオにはバレてないはずだから。
Oh no, oh no, that's gonna be bad. I just have this bad feeling that somehow Dio knows now.
さあ、とりあえず結果だけ確認しに行こう。
Yeah. How's this one gonna pan out for us? Okay. Okay. Pretty much the same, I believe. Yeah. Now Kay has enough points... Wait. Did that happen last time? I cannot remember because I didn't bother to look it up ahead of time. Did Kay have enough points last time to get out? I feel like he did. Maybe, I'm not sure on that one. But knowing Kay, he's probably gonna get out of here. Like, quick. Same to you. Sorry. I decided to choose betray. What kind of cold-hearted guy are you? Please, just give it back.
おい、どういうことだシグマ。
We found the axe Levere in the laboratory.
それをディオに奪われて。なんですって？それじゃあ今ディオさんは持ってるって言うんですか？
Yep, he does.
抗ウイルス薬を。
いや、持ってねえ。ああ、正確に言うと2秒後には持ってないことになるだな。
The moment the words left his mouth, I knew what he planned to do. No, don't. I leapt towards him as I spoke, but it was already too late. Dio snatched the vial out of his pocket, brought it up, and broke it, and threw it to the ground.
そんな。
You!
なんてことすんのよ。
約束は約束だ。お前らが協力を選んでりゃ
I also would have
こんなことに
died.
ならなかった。恨むなら自分たちを恨め。
I'd had enough. Something snapped in my brain. I let out a guttural roar and leapt forward, only to be stopped short by a firm hand on my arm. It was Phi.
よせ、やめろ。
Why are you stopping me?
そんなことをしている場合ではないからだ。
What, are you Professor Oak now? Huh? What do you mean this isn't the time for...
9の扉。
Bye, Kay. Kay was indeed standing in front of the door. What is he...
まさか。
Oh yeah, he had 9.
なんだと。
Well, great. Suddenly, we were all running towards Kay in the number 9 door. But it's too late. Now, I was informed, actually, that the only people that haven't betrayed me are Luna and Phi, in terms of, like, when they get a chance just bolting out of the door. And, well, actually, Phi wanted us to go with her, but she didn't want to, like, leave without us, so at that point there wasn't much of an option. Because Dio was going to leave anyway. But I was informed that, in fact, that Phi also really hasn't betrayed us yet. So Luna and Phi are the only real not scumbags so far. But that's just because we haven't put them in a position where they could do such a thing. Or, at least Luna seems to be pretty good. We haven't put Phi in that position. Kay, what the heck do you think you're doing?
どういうつもり？難しい質問ですが、あえて答えるとする。
I figured that, but sometimes clarification is quite nice.
てめえふざけてんのか。
悪ふざけや冗談の類で。
He's definitely not kidding you, not with the door already opening.
私は至って大真面目です。これは合理的な判断に基づくものなのです。私たちにとって目下の最優先事項とは何でしょう？クオーク君、救うことです。一刻も早く彼を病院へと連れて行かなければ。そのためには誰かがここを出て助けを呼んでこなければならないのです。そして今それができるのはこの私しかいません。だから私は
みんなを置き去りにしてか。
ですから助けを呼んでくると言っているではありませんか。
せめて次のラウンドまで待てなかったんですか？そうすればクオーク君の PP を9にして一緒に連れて行くことだって。
次のラウンドでもクオーク君の敗戦がある。それが間違いなくクオーク君の PP は
Yeah, none of us do.
私はより確実な道を選んだまでです。
9の扉が開9。
あれ？そういえばアリスはどこ？
ああ、アリスさんなら AB ルームの中にいます。倒れてはいますがご心配には及びません。
What's up with that face? You needn't be
た
concerned?
だ眠っているだけですか
That's concerning.
アリスに何をしたの？
それはアリスさんから直接伺ってください。では失礼します。
やい、てめえ、待ちやがれ。
What the heck did you do to her, punk? Did you give her more sporefill? Dio charged a K, but the larger man easily sidestepped him and tumbled nimbly through the door just before it closed. So yeah, did we even accomplish much in that? Not really. Unless something's about to happen, but I don't think so. Doesn't look like it, no. Okay, so that didn't accomplish almost anything. The only other thing that we could possibly gain usefulness from, let's save really quick. Let's see. We still got a lot of time left. We're definitely going to be moving on in a bit. But I'm going to have to take a quick break. Let's take a look at our flowchart. So yeah, we got a court game over here. We're still locked here. We need some way to keep us from dying, which I'm guessing we'll find on the last route over here, on the Cyan route. Now, I was told I need to go and, get a basic review of what happened through up to this point, just so more of what's happening here is relevant to me. So I'm going to go take a quick look around at some of my videos really quick and just go through it to see, get the high points of what's happened so far, just to refresh myself, and I'll come back with whatever those are. So be right back. Alright, so obviously first we started up here. We went through the elevator with Phi. We solved the puzzle. We got the gold file. Then after the elevator we got out, we talked to everybody and, got to know who everybody was. We ran into the masked man who had Clover in there, and we were very suspicious of him. And let's see what's next. I'm just kind of going through this a couple episodes at a time. Let's see. Then we moved on to learning the basic idea of how the game works. We learned what a penalty is. We learned how the chromatic doors work, and how you have to mix colors to get the color of the door. And I think that's it. We also learned how the bracelets worked as well. That's all I can really seem to find so far, so we are going to jump to this point and get to the point where we get to choose chromatic doors. Alright, Phi and I will go through the cyan door with Alice. I'm thinking I'd like to go with Alice and take the cyan door. Is that okay with you guys?
ああ、了解よ。
ってことは、俺とクオークのペアはルナと組むことになるな。
僕は異議なしだよ。
Right now you don't, later you will.
ルナさんなら安心だし。
And Dio's just a jerk face.
私も問題ありません。黄色の扉に入ればいいんですね。
すると、私と四葉さんは天明寺さんと組んで。
Now see, at this point, nobody really trusts Kay that much, like in the slightest. And especially Clover, I would imagine. So I wonder if they're gonna have a little bit of a problem. She actually doesn't seem to have that big of a problem.
不満というよりは不安かな。
なぜじゃ。
決まってるでしょ。あなたが追い惚れだからだよ。
Tenmyology.
バカモン。こう見えてもわしはじゃな。
カラードドア閉鎖まで残り10秒です。
Well, we should get moving.
8、7。
We don't have time for this. We need to go.
け。四つ葉。後でたっぷりと聞かせてやるからな。
Here's your
わしの武勇
whippersnappers.
伝を。
はいはい。
3、2、1、0。カラードドア閉鎖。
Now this is going to actually have us go to the crew quarters, which we haven't done yet as well. In fact, I have this distinct feeling that they set up the game in a way where you don't have to replay any room more than once, which is, if that's correct, and because that's what it seems like right now, that's actually pretty cool. Because that was the problem with the first game, obviously, is you had to replay a lot of the rooms, like, X amount of times. Because there wasn't a flowchart system and everything. Is this just a hallway?
扉にはキャビンエリアと書いてあった。読んで字のごとく
I would
キャビン
imagine.
のある区画という意味だろう。
両脇の扉、番号が振られてるわね。これってキャビンの1号室、2号室、3号室、4号室ってことなんじゃない
What
か
do you
し
mean,
ら。
etc.? There's only one more. You don't say etc. unless there's, like, a bunch more. I guess we might as well start by opening one of them. Schrodinger's cat. Some sort of locker, phone system with a
や
safe
はり
under
そ
it.
のようだな。見るからにキャビンと呼ぶにふさわしい部
Oh,
屋
yeah. Yeah, there's a bed and everything.
ああ、
でも誰かって誰よ。
この粗末な作りからすると従業員とか作業員とか労働者とかとにかくこの施設で仕事に従事する人間のためのものだろうな。
But what were they working on?
知らん。私に聞くな。そもそもこの施設の存在理由がわからないんだ。一体何のために作られたのか。
炭鉱か何かかしら。
Coal mine. I suppose it could be. I've been wondering why we're in a warehouse, because a warehouse is a rather large area for something, like storing something. I mean, to be fair, in both of these warehouses, almost none of the space is used. Like a very small portion of it. So I feel like it had to have been for something.
それとも石油採掘プラントとか。
どうだろうな。
What do you think this hall leads to?
行ってみる？
Yeah. Leads to a door with a lock that we can't open. No luck. Looks like it's locked.
ここを開く方法を見つけない限り先には進めないのね。
おそらく。
Alright. Let's split up and have a look at these cabins. Zero told us that there are key cards we can use to open the AB rooms. Maybe there's one hidden in here somewhere. So, let's get started. With a nod, Fi and Alice both moved off to start looking. Fi headed to room 4, and Alice went to room 2. Looks like room 3 is locked with handcuffs, interestingly enough. Alright, now I'm looking at my time. With how much time I've kind of wasted in between the episode, I think I have maybe 10 minutes left. So that seems like enough for an initial look through. And I might just make this a double episode and finish up the room today. In fact, I think we probably will. But for the rest of this video, let's just do kind of an initial look through, and then we'll start doing puzzly things after this. Alright, so this actually has our safe in it, just like, you know, in the AB room. I wonder if we can open it the same way. Let's not attempt to, just wanted to kind of look at it. Darn, what should I do? Look at it later. Alright, so we have some sort of weird phone system, like, this looks like a satellite dish of some sort. And this may be a tape deck? This is the part where the tape goes. It looks like there's a piece of metal in there. Is this some kind of pin? It was obviously put in here, so I'm guessing it's important somehow. Well, whatever it is, I can't get it out right now. I need to get that lid open. So, this is making me think. It looks like, because most... This is the future, obviously, so they don't need to have old-style phones. I mean, this phone kind of looks like an older-style phone, but they don't need to have phones like this. And they have some sort of... It looks like a tape in there, like a place to put a tape. So maybe this can record calls onto an old cassette tape, which at the time in this game would be an even older cassette tape, like almost archaic at the time. A phone. Is it connected? Sounds like a dial tone. This appears to be the internal line button. 2 must be in room 2. Maybe this will connect to Alice. Let's give it a shot. Hey Alice, are you there? Who is this? Oh, hey Alice. So you are there. Sigma, is that you? Yeah. Where are you calling from? Room 1. That's right next door. Why did you call me? You could just walk. Wait a minute. What's wrong? There's something on the display. It says 25 asterisk asterisk. 25 asterisk asterisk. Do you think it's a clue? Well, I'm going to look around this room a little more. I'll see you later. So what did we do 25 asterisk asterisk? Well, that's no good. I can't connect to anything. What if I press 1? The internal line button, 1 probably means room 1. That's the room I'm in right now, so it would probably call here. Actually, that probably just wouldn't do anything. I mean, it's not like you could call yourself with only 1 phone. But there's no harm in trying, right? Nope, nothing. Pressing the 1 button is probably pretty pointless. Alright, what about 3? The internal line button. Maybe 3 connects to room 3. Might as well try it. There's no phone number associated with this button. What? That's weird. Why can't I call room 3? Okay, and 4. The internal line button, that's 4. So 3 is the one that looks like it had handcuffs on it, I think. Who's this? Just me. Better than justice, I suppose. Really? You can do better than that. I'm hanging up. Come on, wait! What do you want? And where are you calling from? Room 1. Ah. I guess they have some kind of internal line? Seems like it. So what is it you... Huh? What's this? Agricola 92. I didn't know you were into German-style board game farming simulations. Whoops, I'm in okay, that's what I thought. Asterisk asterisk 92. How on earth could you get those two mixed up? That's what it says on the phone display. So, maybe it's a clue. I'm gonna get back to searching this room. Call me if you find anything else. So what if we mix those two together? I believe that was 2, 5, 9, 2, I think? This is room 3. No tape has been inserted. The answering machine will not function. What does that mean? Where should I call next? I think we're done. Heck is this thing? There's a set of 3 connected panels behind the phone. It sort of looks like a mirror. The surface is kind of matte, and it isn't very reflective, but the light is good so it's easy to see what's on it. Or it would be if there was anything on it. So... it looks kind of like some sort of satellite dish looking thing, and then we got an antenna here. What's up with all this crap? It's weird. Okay. We have a locker in here. I doubt we're going to be able to open this. Darn! It's locked! I think the panel here is what unlocks it, but nothing happens when I push the buttons. Is that a keyhole on the top there? I probably need a key or something. Alright, so I need a key later. Maybe it's that key that was in that tape deck? I don't know. Schrodinger's cat. There's a book on top of the desk. Let's see here. It's called... how the heck do I pronounce that? Schrodinger's cat? There's a kitty on the cover. Isn't that just precious? Whoops, there it goes. Still, I can't help talking like a cat when I talk about a cat. Sigma, you and your little ticks. Let's see what's in here. Looks like all sorts of sciencey stuff. I have no idea what any of this means, but I bet Phi would. I don't think this is any part of the puzzle, so I'm just gonna leave it here. So no one ever mentioned that earlier, interestingly enough. What's this? I don't think it's a stain. A triangle, a leaf thing, another triangle. What's the thing on the right? It looks kind of like the silhouette of a fox. Okay. A desk, huh? Looks like the top's made out of glass. What's the deal with this drawer, though? Like you'd set a computer monitor on it and you'd put the keyboard underneath. There's a drawer sticking out from the desk, but there's nothing on it. Since the top of the desk is made out of glass, I can see the pattern on the aluminum. What do you mean? What aluminum? The desk is made out of aluminum, or are you talking about that? I'm a little bit confused what he means by that. Okay. Oh yeah, and here's the bed. It looks like the bed deploys into the wall for saving space. There's a hole down there. Huh? What's this? There's a human silhouette drawn on white on the bed. The area where the left knee would be has been ripped out. I wonder if that means anything. Probably does. Shape of a person, yeah, same thing. Anything back here? No. Alright, well I think we're done with this. Let's examine the handcuffs really quick and then we'll go into the room with the girls. Darn, there are handcuffs on the door. I can't open it. Maybe the key goes to the handcuffs? Alright, let's see. Let's go with 2. That's the room where everyone died, right? Or was it 4? I'm not sure. I think Alice is investigating this room. Ah, well, I don't think she'll mind if I go in. Hi, Alice. How you doing? I've come to say hi, Sigma. What are you doing here? Just thought I'd come to check up on you. Oh, well, I haven't found anything interesting. I have a distinct feeling that you've been sitting around not doing anything of use. Alright, so this one's missing its arm. Another one. What do you mean, another one? I saw one of these silhouettes earlier. It had a torn part too, although it was a different part. The area around the left forearm has been torn. Do you think that's a clue of some sort? Probably. Alright, we have another desk with a key. What do you mean? What do you mean there was nothing of interest here? Look at this thing. This thing looks interesting. There's something on top of the desk. I feel like you didn't do anything here. It's a little piece of metal. Small piece of metal. A stick with 3 rings on it. Am I supposed to insert it somewhere? Looks like it might be a key of some sort. Another desk here with nothing there. I've never seen a drawer like this before. It's so flat. True, but it's probably handy for examining things. How do you figure that? Well, look at the table. The top's made of glass, right? If you put something in the drawer and closed it, you could see it through the glass, but why does it need to be seen in the glass? Is it for, like, examining dangerous things? That's weird. Okay, what about this pattern above it? Hey, there's some weird shapes in this room, too. What do you mean, too? Did you see something like this in the other rooms? Yeah, just like this. Symbols on the wall, desk, everything. Really? What could they mean? Could mean everything. Yeah, so that thing probably doesn't go in the slots, at least not yet. Another locker here. Wonder what's in here. Well, keep wondering. It's locked. Good to know. See? I told you so. There's a panel over here where you can put in a passcode. If I can just get it to work. Well, let's give it a try. Should we really? Looks like maybe you add... No, stop. Stop. Give me just the one. Put away the other one. There we go. Looks like you can add things together here. Like, that would be 8. 6. And 2. And then 7. Just wanted to try my lucky guessing skills again, which apparently are really good. Do you have any ideas? Ideas for what? How to use this thing? Well, of course I do. You really think you're gonna open it just by pressing random buttons? Well, I thought maybe I'd just get lucky. I have done that before. It doesn't work like that. There's no way you're gonna get this thing open unless you know what to enter. What if I were to, try that code from before, just out of curiosity? 2, 5, wait, no, crap. Retry. Gotta exit it to retry? Okay. So the first number was 2. Second number was 5. I think next number is 9. And then 3? Nah, I didn't think so. Okay. Maybe it was 2. I don't know. Maybe I got the number wrong, but we'll try that later when we find out more things.